Hey, I'm Sloan. This is Life in Cute Chaos. Not a self-help podcast, not a hustle checklist, just space. To notice what's real, to question what's not, and maybe to stop turning every part of ourselves into something sellable. You in? Let's begin. Okay, so I used to doodle, like, all the time. Corners of notebooks, margins of receipts, just random little things. And it felt good, like my brain was quiet for a second, which is rare. Then one day, someone saw a page and went, "Wait, you should totally make stickers." And I laughed, but also, I didn't forget it. Because when someone says, "you should," your brain kinda saves it. Like, oh, this isn't just something I do when I'm bored. This could be a thing, like a thing. And then your brain starts building in the background. You start thinking, okay, maybe I'll post it. Maybe I'll open a little shop. And suddenly, you're scrolling fonts, looking up printers, watching tutorials, making a logo you didn't ask for. And it's not even like anyone told you to. No one's pressuring you. But something shifted, like this part of you, that used to just enjoy stuff, is now asking, is this worth anything? Like actual worth. Can it go somewhere? Can it grow? And that's the trap, right? That sounded smart, useful, like a good next step. But 3 weeks later, you're staring at your own joy through a spreadsheet, trying to measure it, track it, make it feel like progress, and you're still doing the thing. But now it feels like something's watching, even when no one is. And it's not that it's bad. I'm not saying don't start a shop, don't make stickers, don't build cool stuff. I think sometimes we forget what it felt like before it had to prove itself, before it had to go somewhere, before we turned it into something that needed to be good. Sometimes you just liked it, and that was enough. That version of joy, I miss it. So yesterday I had one of those days where nothing was urgent, not in a wow, I'm so free way. More like I had space. I didn't have a list, no meeting, no tab open with something blinking, and I didn't hate it. At first, I just sat there, looked at the light coming through the window, scrolled a little, put the phone down, sat again, and somewhere in there, I felt it. This pressure, real quiet, but sharp. Just sitting at the edge of my brain going, shouldn't you be doing more? And I didn't have an answer, because no, I didn't need to. But also, I couldn't convince myself it was okay not to. Not because someone was watching, not because I had a deadline. It's because I couldn't shake the idea that I was letting the day go to waste. Like if I didn't turn it into something, a plan, a list, a small victory, then I couldn't call it a real day. And it's not the first time. Sometimes I'll open my laptop just to have it open, not for work, not even for distraction, so that I can say, look, I'm here, I'm trying. I've watched entire shows on mute while writing pretend bullet points in my notes app so I don't feel like a total ghost. And yeah, I get it. That's not rest. That's performing rest. And I hate how good I am at it. I hate that it feels easier to fake productivity than to sit with stillness and not explain it. Because that's what it really is, I think. If all I did was breathe and sit still and not freak out for a minute, it somehow won't count, like that kind of day. Doesn't get credit, doesn't make it to the highlight reel, doesn't earn anything. And that's the part that scares me, that I could actually give myself what I needed and still not think it was enough, and I don't have an answer yet. I just know that feeling. It's not truth, it's habit. And maybe next time it shows up, instead of fixing it, I'll just sit a little longer, even if it feels wrong, especially if it does. So the other day, I found this half written draft on my phone, just sitting there. No title, no date, just a few lines I must have typed and never touched again. And for a second, I was like, ugh, is this garbage? Why did I even start this? And then I read it again, and it actually felt kind of good. Like, oh, that was real. That was me catching something before it disappeared. And I didn't finish it. I didn't post it. It's still sitting in my notes. And I don't know, part of me's like, that should bother me, but it kind of doesn't. Some things just don't need an audience. They still happened. I was still there. And then there was this other time. I had a really good day. The sun was out, the walk was nice, the coffee hit right. I laughed a little too loud on the phone with a friend. Had one of those, this is enough moments. And here's the thing, I didn't post about it, didn't take a photo, didn't even write about it later. And I almost felt bad, like, what a waste. No one will ever know how nice it was. But why do I need proof? It still happened, even if there's no post, even if it didn't become something. I think we forget that. That joy is still real, even when it's undocumented. And then there's the stuff you do share. But no one really sees. Like you make a thing, put it out there, and it gets nothing. Crickets, or worse, pity emojis. And it sucks. Because you were proud of that thing. Or maybe not proud, but like, you cared. You were there. You gave something of yourself. And no one clapped. No one cared. But here's what I've been thinking. Not everything needs a response. To have been worth doing. Sometimes you just do the thing. Because it was yours. And yeah, some days that'll be enough. Other days it won't. You'll wish someone said something. But still, it mattered. Not 'cause it was big. Not 'cause it went viral. Just 'cause it existed. And so did you. All right, let's pull it back for a second. This one wasn't really about productivity. It was about something sneakier, that thing in your brain. That keeps asking, okay, but what does this do? First, we talked about how something you love can start feeling like a job. It didn't mean to, but now it's got metrics, deadlines, pressure to prove it's worth it. And you're just trying to draw, or sing, or breathe. Then we got into the guilt, the kind that shows up when your calendar's empty, but your chest still feels tight. You were there, breathing, existing. That's all it was. And somehow, that still felt wrong. And last, we talked about the stuff no one saw, the draft that's still in your notes, that walk you never posted. The moment your brain went quiet for a second, and you didn't turn it into content. You didn't show it to anyone, but it still happened. You felt it, and it counted, even if it stayed private. So, no, I don't have a fix for this. But maybe that's the point. You're allowed to keep things. The joy, the stillness, The weird little moments that don't mean anything except they were yours. That's enough. All right, we're gonna leave it there for today. If something stuck with you, cool. If not, that's cool too. You can always come back later. Or not. No pressure. This is Life in Cute Chaos. I'm Sloan, and I'll see you next time. Unless I forget I have a podcast, because I'm too busy enjoying something I didn't monetize, which, let's be honest, would be iconic. Take care.